Hello, welcome to lesson 8 on the topic number system. If you remember, in lesson 7 we have discussed the concept of the number of factors of a number and all aspects related to the number of factors of a number, right. In this particular lesson we are going to discuss factors and multiples, and in particular we are going to talk about the concept of HCF and LCM of numbers. Okay. Now, we all know that all the divisors of a number is also known as its factors, including 1 and the number itself, right. And when we talk about the highest common factor, the HCF is nothing but it is the highest common factor. It is also known as the greatest common factor. So, it is also called as GCF, or it is also called as the greatest common divisor, GCD, all right. So, that is the highest common factor, right. Now, if you have to find out the highest common factor of any particular number, there are 2-3 ways. One is to factorize the numbers, right, and then find out the highest common factor. The second is the division method, where you divide the greater number by the smaller number and keep dividing till the time we come to the answer and further division is not possible. So, there are number of ways to find out the highest common factor of 2 or more numbers, but what is important is, as I have been telling you, this has to be done very quickly. You have to be absolutely sure and very sharp when you actually come to the solving of the questions, all right. Similarly, all the numbers which are multiples, right, which are multiples of a given set of numbers, and out of all those multiples, when we find out the least common multiple, the least common multiple is also popularly known as the LCM. The HCF and the LCM are going to play a very important role as far as number system is concerned, all right, and therefore, it is absolutely important to, or essential, it becomes essential to understand the concept of HCF and LCM. Okay. Now, there are some properties that I should know. There are some properties that HCF and LCM will always follow. So, I want to quickly share those properties. First, the LCM will always be a multiple of HCF. The LCM will always be a multiple of the HCF. There cannot be a situation where the LCM is not a multiple of HCF. For example, if I say that the highest common factor is 7 and the LCM is 25. Now, please appreciate what I have written here is not possible. This is not logically possible. So, whatever you do, you can never find or come across numbers, a set of numbers which will have a highest common factor of 7 and a least common multiple of 25. You know why? Because this is common sense. 25 is not a multiple of 7. So, 25 can never be the least common multiple. In fact, it is not a multiple. So, how can it be a least common multiple, all right. So, the LCM will always be a multiple of HCF, okay. And the second important point is, for any two given numbers. Now, this is going to be very important because this is very popularly used. For any two given numbers, product of the numbers is equal to product of the HCF and the LCM. For any two given numbers, for any two given numbers, let me actually write it down, product of the numbers is equal to product of HCF and LCM. Is this always true? This is always going to be true for two numbers. Now, the question is which many people would like to know and understand, is it true for more than two numbers? So, the answer is this can be true for any set of given numbers, provided no two of them have a common factor other than 1. Now, listen to this is beautiful, this is very interesting. This is applicable for any set of numbers, provided no two of them have a common factor other than 1, or in other words, if all the numbers are co-prime to each other, then this is going to be true. Now, let me give you example. For example, if I take 2, 5 and 11, this is going to be true. Okay, this is going to be true. If I take 3, 7 and 3, 7 and 19, then this is going to be true. But if I take 3, 9 and 19, this is not going to be true, because all the numbers are not co-prime to each other. Okay. But let me again tell you that this property, that product of, for any two given numbers, product of the numbers is equal to product of their HCF and LCM, is something that is going to be very popularly used. Okay. Now, let me share with you a very good example. When you actually start preparing for your placements, your placement drive and placement classes, there will be a number of questions in various exams where this concept is going to be used. Some of them will be straight, but let me share with you a very interesting application example of this particular concept. So, I am going to share this example with all of you. All right, please listen carefully. How many pairs of numbers exist such that HCF is 6 and LCM is 216? How many pairs of numbers exist such that the HCF is 6 and the LCM is 216? Now, suddenly this has become a little challenging for people, because usually what happens is, please do not take it otherwise, but usually what happens is, for many of us being able to solve a question is by using the formula. But I would always tell you, I would always encourage you, please learn the concept, because if you are conceptually good, then the level or the difficulty of the exam will not be a challenge. Okay. So, how many pairs of numbers exist such that the HCF is 6 and LCM is 216? Before I tell you the solution, I think you also need to think about it, so as to ensure that your thought process is in the right direction. But let me share the solution. The first number is 6 into A, and the second number is 6 into B. Now, some of you might be wondering as to why do I need the numbers to be 6 into A and 6 into B, because the highest common factor is 6. So, the numbers have to be a multiple of the HCF, the highest common factor. So, the first number is 6 into A, I am sorry, the second number is 6 into B. Now, what are we going to use? 6 into A multiplied by 6 into B is equal to 6 into 216. Okay. So, I hope you are listening very carefully. So, 6 into A into 6 into B is 6 into 216. So, for any two given numbers, product of the two numbers is equal to product of their HCF and LCM. So, 6 gets cancelled and this 6 will cancel 216 and we will get to 36. So, what do we have? We have A into B is equal to 36. Now, here lies the challenge. First of all, you need to figure out in how many different ways can A and B, the product of A and B be written as equal to 36. So, this is where the concept that we have discussed earlier is going to be very helpful. So, 136, then 218, then 312 and then 49 and then 6 and 6. Okay. Are there any more ways? No, these are the 5 ways to write 36 as a product of its two factors 136, 218, 312, 49 and 6 and 6. How are you so sure? Because I have already checked up to the square root, and if you are not able to understand this, you can actually go back and look at the previous lesson of number system where we have tried to discuss this concept. Okay. Now, you know what, after reaching this particular stage, many people say that there are 5 pairs. This is not true. So, if you say, looking at the sheet, if you are going to say that there are 5 pairs of numbers, I am sorry, but you are wrong. You know why? Listen to this, this is very interesting. You know why? Because we have already taken the highest common factor out, we have already taken the highest common factor out. That means, now whatever I am left with, that should not have any other factor common than 1. So, whatever we are left with, that means A and B have to be co-prime, there should not be a highest common factor than 1. So, is 136 applicable? Yes. What about 218 not applicable? Maybe there are some of us who are not able to understand why 218 is not applicable, why it is incorrect, because children, we have already taken that 6 outside. So, we have said that the number is 6 into A and 6 into B. So, we have taken that 6 outside. So, if I have already taken that 6 outside and then from 2 and 18 I am going to get another factor 2 as common, it will go out and change the highest common factor to 12 instead of 6, and therefore, the entire problem will change. So, what about 218? Not acceptable. What about 312? Not acceptable. What about 49? Absolutely fine. What about 6 and 6? Not acceptable. So, how many pairs of numbers are there where the highest common factor is 6 and the least common multiple is 216? There are 2 pairs, right. Now, what are those 2 pairs? Somebody said, sir, it is so easy, those 2 pairs you can see in front of you, 136 and 4 and 9. No, the numbers are not 136 and 4 and 9. So, what is the first pair? What is the set 1? 6 into 1 and 6 into 36. What is this pair known as? 6 and 216. Okay. And what is the second pair? So, what is set 2? Set 2 is 6 into 4 and 6 into 9. So, what is 6 into 4? 24. And what is 6 into 9? What is 6 into 9? 6 into 9 is 54. So, how many pairs of numbers are there in the number system where the HCF is 6 and the LCM is 216? We have got 2 pairs. The first one is called as 6 and 216 and the second one is called as 24 and 54. Okay. So, the objective of this particular lesson was to look at the application of the concept of HCF and LCM, or understanding the concept of HCF and LCM. Now, before I take you to the next lesson, let me share this important part with you, and then we will go on to the next lesson. This is something that we have already discussed earlier. 9 will completely divide 36. We all know that. Okay. 9 is a number which is going to completely divide 36. Now, what if I divide 36 into 2 by 9? If I divide 36 into 2 by 9, since 36 divided by 9 is going to give me a remainder of 0, therefore, this entire result is going to give me a remainder of 0. That means, what I am actually trying to tell you is, if a number is able to completely divide its multiple, it is also going to divide a multiple of the multiple. So, this will continue. So, if 9 divides 36, 9 will divide 36 into 2, which is 72, 9 will divide 36 into 3, which is 108, 9 will divide 36 into 4, which is 144, and so on. This thought will be very useful when we look at the different types of problems in LCM known as the LCM problems. Thank you.